Welcome to the Tree House of Love. We're live. Join the conversation at 512-836-0590. Now, here are Todd and Don.
We always begin with the top stories right here that you need to know about before you get in that work truck, before you get to your cubicle. The long standoff in Philadelphia is over. A gunman who opened fire on police as they were serving a drug arrest warrant in Philadelphia. He wounded 6 officers, triggered an hours-long standoff as he's now in custody. Gave himself up this morning. It's all over. The United States seeks seizure of an Iranian tanker in the Gibraltar. A newspaper says the U.S. Department of Justice has moved to halt the release of the Iranian tanker held in the British overseas territory over an oil shipment to Syria. Also in the top stories here this morning, Governor Greg Abbott says Texas is adding manpower to gang investigations surrounding white nationalist groups in the wake of the El Paso shooting that left 22 dead. Yeah, the governor said that Texas will also create a new domestic terrorism unit to help root out extremists across our state. Also today, the latest A through F school accountability ratings will be released. This grading system has been ongoing and a source of controversy among Texas educators, including Clay Robinson from the Texas State Teachers Association. He says he doesn't expect to see anything surprising.
They will show that the low-income campuses will probably get the lion's share of the Fs and the Ds.
Yeah, last year, no district in the Austin area received an F, but Manor and the Del Valle area, they both got Ds. Yeah, the Austin School District received a B. Only Lake Travis, Dripping Springs, the Eanes School District, and Round Rock received A's. And with school getting back into session, the Austin School District is preparing again to crack down on drivers who don't stop for those bus lights when they're flashing red. Since 2016, more than 10 million tickets have been written. About 13,000 citations were written last year alone just in Austin. Yeah, in the same time period, AISD has generated almost $4 million in revenue itself.
That is extraordinary. It's still amazing to me that there are people that just are either not paying attention enough or just flat out don't know that you don't drive around the school bus when it stops.
Now you're up to date. The top stories you need to know about. It's the Daily Dossier, and it's on the front page of our website at newsradioklbj.com.
That is extraordinary.
Kids got a new dress code, too, this year.
Whoa.
Yeah, Austin ISD's first day of school. And what is the first day of school? I don't think it's this week for Austin.
I think it's next Tuesday.
I think so. I think you're right. Next Tuesday. There's several other school districts. 11 area school districts are up and running this morning. So if you live in one of those areas, there's going to be some increased traffic. But here in Austin, this dress code change happened after hundreds of parents signed a petition that said the current dress code does not uphold the district's values when it comes to equity, diversity, and inclusion. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the updated dress code is pretty lax compared to what it was before. The students can now show bra straps and their underwear's waistband. That's okay. Apparently, that's part of diversity. I don't know what that means.
I see.
They also can wear ripped jeans, spaghetti strap tank tops, and halter tops and leggings. Profanity, violence, drugs displayed on clothing. That's not going to be allowed. Neither are swimsuits, except, if it's required for class, a field trip, or, athletic practice, of course.
Right.
And according to the Austin school districts, students should not be shamed or required to display their body in front of others during school. They say shaming includes these few things, but it's not limited to this, but you can no longer shame the kids. Shaming is bad. Shame is bad.
Yeah,
It makes them feel uncomfortable.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It's awkward.
Remember a time when shame was good?
Yeah, where you'd learn from it?
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, I'm not going to do that again.
Well, shaming cannot happen anymore in the Austin school district when it comes to the dress code.
Right.
That includes things like kneeling or bending over to check an attire, see if it fits, measuring straps or skirt lengths, asking students to account for their attire in the classroom or in the hallways in front of others. You can't confront them in front of others. That might be embarrassing.
Right.
Also, calling out students in spaces and hallways and classrooms about perceived dress code violations in front of others. In particular, directing students to correct sagged pants that don't expose the entire undergarment, or confronting students about visible bra straps, since visible waistbands and straps on the undergarments are permitted, and accusing students of distracting others with their clothing. You can't do that. That would be shaming. So if you got a kid walking down the hallway and his pants are sagging, and his Calvin Kleins are hanging out, you can't say anything to him.
I see.
You can't do that. When in reality, the men on that campus should say, "Hey, young man, you need to pull your pants up and be a little bit more respectful of yourself. We're trying to prepare you for work. so that you can have a career. Pull your damn pants up. Apparently, you can't say that to a kid anymore.
What about the whale tail also when the thong is showing?
Yeah,
I guess that's acceptable.
Yeah, you can't.
as well.
Absolutely,
Because
it is.
that would be a strap.
That is acceptable. The whale tail is acceptable now.
That is fantastic.
When in reality, the young lady should be told, pull your pants up. We can see your underwear.
Right.
You're never going to get a job in the future if you continue walking around like that.
Why don't they just go ahead and put a stripper pole in the commons area as well? Make this work for everybody. Of course, we know what the great result of this is going to be. Actually, I don't. I don't know what they're expecting positive to come out of this, other than
the inmates are running the asylum.
Yeah,
the kids win.
Right,
kids win. Kids are in charge. Kids are in charge.
There's no doubt about it.
Remember a time when the adults were in charge?
Yeah.
Remember those days?
Right.
Yeah, remember those days? It's been reversed.
Well, good. At least the kids won't be uncomfortable, and we'll have diversity for the sake of diversity. I don't know where diversity comes into play here, but whatever.
It is 7:13 here on the Todd and Don Show.
Whatever.
Yeah.
The Todd and Don Show.